Hi, my beautiful Libras. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. Just smudging and whatnot, getting ready to do your February 2019 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. For those that are returning, thank you so much. Your support of the channel is out of this world. It still trips me out to this day, how many of you have willingly decided to just support the channel, embrace my genuinity and the way I go about doing this. And it makes me feel really good to know I've got a lot of kindred spirits out there, regardless of where you're located. I'm doing personal readings now. For those that are returning, I haven't been doing personal readings for the longest, or at least since I started the channel. But I am going to start doing them now. I'm not going to do them for free like I was before, because that's just unmaintainable. So I'm going to charge for the readings, but for every 5th or 6th reading, I'm going to do a free personal reading. So hashtag need a reading, because that's how I'm going, just randomly picking. I'll reply back telling you to email me you want a reading, and just do that. Email me right away and I'll book you in. But yeah, I've connected with a lot of you, the people who have booked personal readings with me. Thank you so much. A lot of you are kindred spirits. A lot of you are your own high priestesses and high priest and light workers. And it's been very healing connecting with all of you, whether you booked with me or not. Even in the comments, I thank you. So, if you do want a personal reading, you can email me at queencuptarot@gmail.com. All the information is below. Otherwise, let's totally tap into the energy surrounding February for you guys going into March. We take our matters to the Lord and we ask the Holy Divine Spirit to connect us. Please, Spirit, connect me with the collective of Libras that are tuning in. Let's provide them the messages that are in their highest good. The personal ascension, development, surrounding the relationships closest to them, the career and financial sustenance and abundance, and anything else that they need to know at this time to proceed forward in the light, in their highest regard. Thank you, Divine God, Holy Spirit, for your unconditional love and guidance. We are absolutely nothing without you. All right, guys. Oh, and for those that are new, I do smoke pot. All right? Don't get at me in the comments for it. Most tarot readers don't. So go to them. Do you know what I mean? Ain't nothing but peace and love over here, okay? So don't come for me. Don't send for you people. Coming at me about the smoking or the ear scratching or this or that. It's like, I want to know how you guys feel about these readings, but you got to make sense with it. If I'm coughing and scratching and you don't like it, go elsewhere. I've been smoking pot since I started this channel on the videos live and direct, okay? Like, I'm half Jamaican. Don't come to me about drugs and all that shit. No. Like, come on, guys. Use your common sense. If I'm not resonating with you and you're not feeling my vibe, that's cool, man. Go somewhere else. There's like 20,000 tarot readers bumping right now, okay? Come on. Have some respect. And for everyone else, the majority, the other 90% that already knows the deal, thank you. Thank you. Okay, for your high frequency. It's much appreciated. All right, let's see. What are your energies going into February? 9-card spread, overall energies. Wow, the Father of Pentacles. This can mean a lot. This can mean really either you're going into this part of the year, the new year, with a new level of material abundance. You are the Father of Pentacles. So that could mean, being promoted to a director, senior level position, or you're coming to a point where whatever you've been building is surefire now. This isn't, your first year in a new business. This is, you've been doing this. You've got a solid understanding. You're very clear about how to build material abundance and sustenance. You know how there's that. Now, this could also be referring to father energy, somebody who does that for you, somebody in your life who provides, somebody who, owns a business. People rely on them. You might rely on them. This could also be someone coming towards you with this type of mindset. This could also be an employer. All right. So lots to do with the overall energy, Father of Pentacles, that without saying this is hubby of the deck. Okay. First card out of your 9-card spread, you got the Four of Pentacles. I am using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck by Kim Cran. Absolutely in love with it. I still have my Angel deck by Jane Wallace, though, that I pull out. Then you've got the Five of Wands. Okay. I'm going to show you guys your spread as usual. All right. Then you got the 6. So we've got 4, 5, 6. Some of you might be seeing that a lot. 4, 5, 6. That's successioning. That's growing. That's developing. Okay. You got the 6 of Wands. Fourth card out, the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you have been taking surefire steps to getting new opportunities in business, in career, in things like that. You know, this is building. This is material availability and capacity, right? Material. Whether you're providing or someone's providing from you. Whether it's you doing it or someone else, right? But let's be. Then we have the Hermit as your center. This is the energy. So this is the overall energy of your 9-card spread. This is the energies closest to you. Okay, meaning this is most likely how you are feeling or moving. All right, because in your spread, it could be other people's energies that I'm pulling. This is a collective general reading, but when I look at the center, this is referring to Libra. Even if it is someone else, they are encompassing your world. Now, if it is someone else, then it's a Virgo. Okay, but really what I'm getting, there's a lot of earth energy here, but really what I'm getting is this is introspection. It's like a lot of my Libras are very aware. They've gone from 4 to 5 to 6, that they're moving up slowly, just like this turtle. Right? This is also how this King of Pentacles build things. So out of all the kings, the reason why the King of Pentacles, the father in this deck, is the king of material abundance, is because while everybody was being emotional and passionate and all in their head and going all about, this king was brick by brick building. Okay? And that's why the likelihood of what this king builds is the least likely to crash and burn. Now, if it does, whatever this energy has built does crash and burn, it is not hard for this energy to do it again. Why? Because they did it the first time, brick by brick. They have a roadmap of how to get things done, how to build something that other people can rely upon. Right? And that's also, this to me is hand in hand. This is slow moving, cerebral. This is taking time, moving slowly, because it takes time to understand how to make your thoughts real. You know, Libras are very cerebral, like the rest of the air signs, you know, heavily in thought, very analytical, can pick apart things. You know, they look at somebody and they can find the small details that other people don't. So it's because they spend a lot of time thinking. But this energy ties into the 3D. This is spending this time to be heavy in thought in order to create something in the tangible. And I like that, because there's nothing worse than being in thought and not actually seeing things. And I don't want to say manifest. I mean, it is manifesting. You are manifesting them, but it's not like these aren't things you're putting up to God and asking for. It's like God's like, you have the tools. You know, you have all the tools to handle these challenges and to create what it is that you are looking for. What you asked for from God was already given to you, and it was tools on how to build what it is that you want. And now you're thinking about these tools, and you're wondering how you've gotten from this point in your life with these tools. Some of you might have thought, well, you know, I can't get any further than this without something coming to me. Some of you might have not. Some of you, if you've been achieving financial success, you are still holding really, really tight because of how you lived prior. So if you know, are seeing an influx in money, you're still moving like you have none. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're maybe you squandered money in the past. Maybe misutilized your own resources. Do you know what I mean? Like you were given certain resources and you misused them, and then we're put in a position to have to go without and be really tight. Four of Pentacles is holding things really close to you. It's like not really giving, not really receiving. You know, it's just keeping what you have really, really close to you. Do you know what I mean? It's like you went from being 2 point short of not having somewhere to stay, and then all of a sudden it's like you start seeing that changing. I see a lot of Libras being tested with regards to maybe their career. You know, some of my Libras might have had a certain idea from them for themselves that really wasn't in line with their true wants, and that is with to do with career. Now, some of my Libras might have realized that, you know, gone into the new year, all these eclipses and blood moons and all this energy over the past, you know, 6 to 8 months has really had you look within, and it's almost like the light turned on, and then you realize that maybe it's time to make a move in a new direction. Maybe it's career wise, you're making a new direction. Maybe you're moving from being really tight, things like cash, never having enough, or being challenged with regards to what you have, and moving into a space that is going to allow you to add to the pentacles, right? To grow on to this, to develop, you know, and it's beautiful, because when you do get this new opportunity, you're very well going to know that this is a stepping stone in your life. You know, some of you might be receiving a new job opportunity where you really know it's a stepping stone. You know, maybe you've been holding tight. Maybe you've been in a job living off of a salary that hasn't been enough for a long time. And it was really challenging for you to even look outside of your current employer, or look outside of the means of how you were making money now or before. And then changing and going into a new direction, finding a new way to make cash, finding a new way to be abundant, finding a new way to gain material sustenance. You know what I mean? It's like you're really thinking about that. You know, the new idea, this new opportunity could come and also have you in this space, right? Where you really need to think about it, because is it going to bring you to that rainbow, or is it not? So there is a sense of contemplation, you know, feeling challenged about to either stay where you're at or to move forward. You know, and it's a challenge. You're being challenged by, you know, like if you've been working somewhere for 10 years, I mean, you might not be happy with where you're at anymore. You might know you can get more money doing the same job somewhere else. It's not going to change the fact this is going to be a difficult move for you, right? And a lot of you are very like the comfort you've acquired. Okay, but are looking for something new. But yeah, like that's just the first 4 cards. I have messages right away. So, wow. Then we have the 3 of Cups. Absolutely celebrating the new space that you move into, as well as the new opportunity that comes to you. Okay, new opportunity that comes to you. This is under the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is also reflective of the colors in the 3 of Cups. So it's like you are celebrating. Okay, you are celebrating this new opportunity that comes in, and it's like you have to take a leap of faith, because I believe it's something you have to accept. Like if it's a job opportunity, you have to accept it and then sign a contract, right? So it's like there's a sense of it comes in, you think about it, you go and you chat with people, you know, you celebrate it nonetheless, because it's amazing that it came in regardless. But it's just like maybe the terms have to be negotiated, or maybe there's a catch, or maybe it's perfect except for something, and you're happy, but you're still chatting with people about it. You know, maybe getting some other people's professional advice surrounding it, people that you trust within the industry, maybe who have done the job, maybe that know the company, whatever the case is, and maybe getting some solid counsel about it. You know, you're that bird facing those 2 other birds and they're chatting. You know, providing clarity in the sun. They're providing clarity. Could be over drinks, you know, who knows. But either way, you do decide to take a leap of faith. It's almost like, when you go to these people and chat with them, your trusted friends and advisors about this new opportunity, they second what you already know. It's like they don't bring confusion. They reassure you to make the decision they instinctually feel you believe is in your best interest. Do you know what I mean? There is no red flags here about this. The challenge is moving forward. It could even be as simple as the challenge for you could actually be to start applying for work. You've been working somewhere for 4 or 5 years and you're getting really complacent there, but when you do go and chat with your friends, you keep bitching and complaining. The simple step might be to start looking. Start looking for this new opportunity. Start at least thinking about it. Don't be complacent. If you're feeling an inner conflict within yourself, or even experiencing conflict in a current situation or dynamic, it's like move away to better waters. Like these conflicts are now at the bottom of this lake. It's like you chuck them away and you decide like we're done with that. And I don't want to say that loosely, because these conflicts, if they're external, they're a lot easier to dismiss, right? You can tell somebody to run up. You can tell somebody to go about their business. You can tell whatever you want, but if they're internal conflicts, where do you go? Where the fuck do you go? Who do you tell to beat it? Nobody. You got to deal with them. But these conflicts are actually designed to teach you how to make your way to better waters, right? Because we've all been somewhere we didn't want to be and had to learn how to get out of that, or move away from that, or move into a space that was better. You could do this 25 times throughout the course of your life, right? Keep that in mind. But definitely a new stage. There's a lot of newness. You've got a 0 and a 1 and then a 3. It's like, the hermit went inside and came out to goodies. Wow. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 9. That's the 9 of Cups. This reading, Libras, is really beautiful. It's what you really wished for. And I think that's what you're discussing with your friends. You might be going and sitting down with people being like, didn't we just talk about this? Or your friend might be like, I told you, da 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 da. This is like a wish fulfillment. This is energy that's been following you, that finally shows up at your door. This is energy you've been calling in. You're going to feel fantastic this first quarter of 2019. Absolutely fantastic. It's like you left the old in the old year. Whatever you did to get yourself here, I don't care how close you're keeping everything to you. Whatever you did to get yourself here, you're being heavily rewarded for that. I don't care how crusty you are. I don't care how pissed off you are. I don't care how you feel. Like, if you are making ends meet, you did it. I really don't believe God expects us to move mountains. I believe he expects us to have faith in him, his abilities, and to practice obedience when he sends his trusted angels to communicate shit to us. But I really do believe it's God that moves those mountains effortlessly. And I see him moving mountains for some of my Libras. Mountains are being moved for you so that you can move forward with these new opportunities. And this little chick, even though the Fool is the leap of faith card, I'm getting the impression there isn't a single hesitation. There's a new opportunity that's coming to you. You will not hesitate. There's two. And if it's not two, so it's either one of two ways. It's either two opportunities, and one of them It's almost like, don't ask me twice. They're uncomparable. This is a minor, this is a major arcana. If you're getting presented with two opportunities, one of them is going to be incomparable, and the risk is not going to be so hard. You're going to jump off that little twig real fast. Okay. Now, if this is the same opportunity, you're going to sit on it. When it presents itself to you, you're going to think about it. And you're going to get all in your head, just like this turtle's all up in his shell. And it might be some friends around you that you really trust that help you get out of that, to see that what has been presented to you is, in fact, this. You might have friends saying, hey, this is exactly what you asked for. What are you talking about? Like, you should be more excited. And then it's almost like they say that and you're like, yeah. So there's newness coming. It's just how new, how many new things, and then how Libras decide to handle it, react to it. Some of you are going to introvert and really think about it, and then jump off. Some of you are going to just say, nope, that's exactly what I was waiting for. See ya, bye. I am up in that, because I wish for this, and I've been waiting moons, cycles, months for this, maybe even years. All right, and the last card out. Wow. The 10 of Swords. Guys, do not be alarmed, okay? To me, what this is signaling, I'm going to show you. You know what this is signaling right here, this death? This is the end of the darkness that you left. It's like you were tested. Do you want to stay here, or do you actually believe there's clear skies? You're like, of course I believe there's clear skies. What you mean? Okay, so then make your way. You made your way. And it's like knowing that when this newness comes in, or it might come in and you don't realize it's new yet, but when you decide to take that leap, you're going to know that there's a certain part of your past that's over. Your friends might tell you. You might have people around you that you love that help you reflect. You might not even realize. Some of you, it is PTSD. Right? A lot of people who have PTSD, they can become scared and anxious when these things come in. Right? Because they're so afraid that there's anything that they went through will happen again. So there might be a defensiveness that some of you have. Some of you might get this new opportunity, and then there's a day that hits you and you go into dark night of the soul and you're like, I don't deserve this. I'm going to fuck this up. I'm going to ruin this. I ruin everything. And all those lies. Devil talk. Daily duppy chat. Because the fact of the matter is the people around you are going to say, this is not, you came out of this, okay? You got to enjoy this. You might have some people snapping you out of this dark night of the soul, because I do see here. Sorry guys. Sounds like people fighting outside. This here, it's like some of you might be holding on to this poverty consciousness. Some of you might be feeling like when these new opportunities come up that they can be ripped from under you. And there's going to be people that reassure you that you need to move confidently in this, that you asked for this, you wished for this new beginning. You wish to be in this place in life that you're going. You actually, a couple weeks, months, or years ago, made actual tangible steps to move out of darkness. To move out. There is the end of, at least for now, confusion about how to proceed going forward. If you were confused, if you didn't see a way for yourself, you were being challenged and tested. Because when you don't see a way, and then you find a way and you move, that's being a light worker. You're shining in the darkness. You are divinely connected to God. So it doesn't matter how far in this darkness you go, okay? You always resonate light, period. Okay? And it's like, but some of you are wounded. Some of you are just going to be feeling a little bit poverty conscious when all this good stuff comes in. It's going to be a big change for you, you know. It is. Some of you might meet new friends and they're really genuine and kind to you, but you might have been stabbed in the back by so many friends before that you don't see their genuinity. You know, you might push them away because you're not sure how to identify properly good intentioned people because you're still jaded by certain tests that you experienced in the past. And that's why this is the center of your reading. You're still tucked in your shell. There's still a sense of fear. There's still a sense of unknowing. It's like the hermit goes within to find things out, right? And when you find things, you're not afraid anymore. And that's when that turtle will come out of the shell again, right? So it's like, you know, not being afraid. Don't think that everything, like this is the inevitable. I mean, in theory it is. We're all going to die. But I mean, nobody, like, let's not walk around like that thinking that. That's a little doom and gloom, don't you think? You know, just don't believe that everything's meant to turn out like this, you know, or so morbid, or so not everyone's gonna stab you or take their turn on you. Do you understand? Like there's a sword going from one eye to the other eye. Like this energy has gotten it from every angle, right? And it's like, just because that was your past experience, don't assume that everyone is going to do that, because from the looks of it, there are people in your life that can't even, like, do these birds look like they're throwing swords and stabbing people? Nah, man, they're trying to chill. You know, they want to have drink, they want to chill in the sun, they want to chat boats, they want to do their thing. They're not trying to do this to you. You know, there's people around you that aren't trying to do this to you. You know, some of them are going to help you realize that God is moving mountains for you and delivering things that you wished for. You might have met certain people and talked about certain opportunities you always wanted to come to you. But while you were talking about that, it was because you were here. And now they're being presented to you, and you're thinking, well, maybe it's not that, and you're being pessimistic, and you're doubting. And then there might be people that actually remind you, no, girlfriend, no, sir. Okay, you asked for this. Why doubt it now? Right? So this is some pessimism. You know, this is some pessimism here. Yeah, and this could also very well be indicative of the two opportunities that you're sitting and thinking, you're manifesting, and you're chatting. One of them is a wish come true. The other one is you're going to end it. So it's like this leap of faith. That's just a simple message. Like you might be presented with two opportunities with regards to career. It could be two schools. It could be two whatever. And one of them is a wish fulfillment. The other one you happily decline. Or it's no problem for you to decline it, or there is no hesitation, there is no Two of Pentacles, there is no juggling of this. It's like, you know, they come in and you're clear because you've been already inside looking for the truth. You brought these two into you. But I still think you bring it to some people and chat with them about it. And if you look here, these birds, so some of you, this new opportunity is some new friends, like a new social circle, some new friends, you know, which is super dope. But it could also be reflective of these people celebrating this new opportunity with you, or helping you realize it was an opportunity that you asked for. You know, reminding you that this was a wish come true, because if you're being presented with two options, you might start forgetting that a little bit because you're being tempted by the other offer. But it's like you quickly realize something clicks. It's like, no to one and a heavy yes to the other. A heavy no to one and a heavy yes to the other. You know. So that's really good. All right, guys, let's go into some clarification. Beautiful 9-card spread here. Initial lay. You know, really, really nice. All right. Again, your overall energy, the King of Pentacles. That's my hubby card. I love the King of Pentacles. I mean, the King of Cups is cool. My favorite, if I could manifest any of the divine masculines, it would definitely be the Hierophant, or the High Priest, which is kind of like the Hierophant, but I like the High Priest or the Hermit. I don't want the Emperor. You know, I'm trying to tell me what to do. Just trying to boss me around and shit. Like, no. I'm trying. I'm funny. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful spread. Can we get clarification? I'm going to pull one card to clarify them all. What time is it? I'm going to keep this. Make sure I get this under 10. Great reading, guys. Really, really good reading. One more shuffle here. I said the Hierophant. There's the Hierophant. High Priest. I meant what I said, eh? I meant what I said. All right, one more time. For Virgos. For my Libras, 2019 February reading clarification here. Clarification for the Father of Pentacles. You have the 8 of Wands in reverse. Now, that could be, this could be blocking of downloads of information. This could be slow-moving communication that hasn't come in yet. Maybe there's a delay of some kind of in communication, kind of action, delay in action. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's some kind of stagnation here. And that, to me, is reflective of this. That's why you're holding tight. There's certain things, communication, energy, that you're waiting to come in, and you're not really going to do much or change the status quo until that happens, until this more abundant opportunity comes in, right? Or until somebody comes through that can actually really help your situation, not harm it. Because that pentacle is on the top of that guy's head. It's that opportunity, right? Under the Father of Pentacles is another ace, which is the Ace of Swords. And that is exactly what the Hermit goes in the dark, dark forest to find. Whether he comes out in the form of a light lamp or a sword, it no matter. Came out with the same thing, the divine truth. The truth will bring light anywhere. The truth is your biggest tool as a light worker. Because demons hate the truth. And don't be afraid of how these demons react when you do tell the truth, because they try to silence you with those fears. Anyway. Wow. 4 of Pentacles clarified by the 4 of Cups. Okay, that is, there's this depression associated with this boredom, this depression, this stagnation associated with having to hold things tight. It's like maybe you feel you can't do anything because you don't have enough. And then like God's trying to show you, no, there are things you can do with what you have already. Right? And then clarifying the 5 of Wands is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is feeling maybe not that people aren't trying to cooperate with you or work with you. Maybe you're feeling this lack of team dynamic within your workplace. Maybe you're finding it hard to work with people at this time, or you're just feeling like your efforts trying to work with people are just not working. Maybe you're feeling outcasted, right? Maybe you are feeling outcasted in some kind of way, or just feeling like this isn't the opportunity or something you want to build for anymore, or put your efforts in anymore. Clarifying the 6 of Swords is the 5 of Cups in reverse. Again, this is successioning. We've got 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 2 4s and 2 5s. All right, and this is moving away from this poverty consciousness, right? The woe is me, the victim mentality. Okay, this is moving away from that. It's okay to purge. You have to purge in order to actually get in this boat and move towards the rainbow. But it's like, don't think that you are a product of your environment. Do not think you are a product of your circumstance. There are very successful, happily married, rich people who you have no idea what they came from, and it wasn't pretty. Okay? They don't let that be a product of where they're going. It was where I was at. It's not a reflection of where I'm going. Mind you, you can't run from it. You just have to accept that's how you got to this point, but it's not reflective of where you're going. You are the alchemist. You decide what your experience is and what you go through. You have a lot of control. The problem is if you don't take control of how your experiences mold you, then they will take control and mold you how they feel. Okay? So it's important that you let the poverty consciousness go and actually believe in a better quality of life for yourself. You know, if you started something and it didn't work out and you lost money, time, the love you put in, no return, you gotta move on. Okay? You can get these great opportunities, all right? And it happened again. Like, it's about how you react to it. It's about how you react to circumstance, how you look at it. You know what I mean? It's like failing. People are so busy trying to hide their failures instead of letting their failures help them be successful moving forward. It's like you now have a tangible experience surrounding something, and instead of admitting that the experience was a fail, you pretend it's not, and then you don't use the experience to get it right the next time. I see a lot of my Libras getting it right the next time. It's like, you know, a lot of my Libras need time alone. You know, that analytical mind, it's like, it doesn't stop just because you're around people. It doesn't stop just because you're being social, chilling with friends and stuff. That doesn't stop. You know, the way your mind works is just the way your mind works, and it moves very quickly. You know what I mean? And it's like sometimes too quickly for you. When I say that, I mean for your emotions to catch up. You know, for you to be able to have your feelings and your head on the same page. Because I think your feelings move a lot slower than your mind. Your mind moves really, 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 really fast, and you're emotionally trying to keep up with that. So when new opportunities come in, you might be a bit confused of the legitimacy, and that's only because your feelings haven't caught up to your thoughts. It's like when that opportunity came, you knew right away it was lucrative, but because your feelings didn't catch up, you started hesitating. Give yourself a second to get your head and your heart on the same page regarding new opportunities, regarding career or friendship or romantic, you know, because I see new social settings for some of my Libras, maybe meeting some new people that could potentially bring in new opportunity career-wise for you, or actually the other way around, possibly meeting new work friends, you know, and being really excited about that. You know what I mean? Like being excited about, you know, having these new people and this new opportunity in your life, right? But yeah, moving away from the sadness of the past, really, you know, this new opportunity, I think it goes here. I think there's going to be some things that come in that make you really emotional. I think that you need to be confident. You need to know that what's coming towards you, you deserve. No self-sabotaging. No, this is hand in hand with this. It's like no more reflecting on these past heartbreaks. You gotta let them go, man. Because it creates this low-key rage in you. It really, really does. That you just have to let go. You have to let it go. It's going to stop you from really being able to enjoy the new beginnings. And then, Spirit, can we clarify this last row here, this Fool, this 9 of Cups, and this 10? So here's the 2 of Pentacles, and like I said, it's in reverse. So if you do get brought multiple opportunities, it's like you quickly know what to cut out and what to choose. It's like, you know, it's fantastic. Now, there might be some new people that you meet, or there might be a group, a social setting that there needs to be some adjustments made. I think you might be juggling whether or not you want to cut a social group off going into spring or summer. Very possibly. It could be because you met new people and they're more in line with where you see yourself going. So it's becoming increasingly harder to be friends with the old friends because they're not changing. And the new friends you made, they're more of a reflection of where you're at now. So you're kind of juggling. You definitely don't want to blend the two. So it's like, what are you going to do? Right? So I do see a lot surrounding, social aspects, your friends, new friends, but stability, no doubt. And then the hangman, I think this new opportunity is going to give you a completely different perspective on your life. I think this whole poverty conscious, ungrateful shit that you might have been wallowing in a little too long, it's going to come to an end. And what's beautiful, it's like God's dealing with you very kindly to show you in this beautiful new opportunity. It's not a tough lesson. If anything, it's like, it's a beautiful way of having somebody look at things in their life differently, looking at their own abilities, looking at everything they've been through, just looking at life. Life isn't as dark. It's like looking at it differently. This new opportunity is going to make you look at things differently. And I think you might realize that I've actually come a really long way. And I think you're going to realize why you can come away from this is because you aren't, the person you are now would not allow even half of those swords to touch them. Not now. Maybe back then. But shit, everything's a learning lesson, right? But now, you'd be lucky if one of them caught you. Maybe two. So it's a sense of emotional strength and reflection, and knowing that nothing is dead forever. Like it's like winter. It's like everything dies in autumn, everything freezes over, and then spring comes and life just blossoms again. And for a lot of my Libras, springtime is gonna feel like just that for you. You're gonna be feeling alive with the weather if you live somewhere cold. If not, then springtime, regardless, is looking very new. There's this sense of new season and newness. And this is after a time of maybe being alone, studying. This could be just you literally going to work, going to night school, coming back home, like you haven't really been around. There could be a need for you to actually see your friends. Maybe some things pop up and that's an excuse to reconnect with your friends again, because I see this as you being alone for a while. Being alone for a while, maybe craving some of this girl chat time or guy bro time, whatever you want to call it. It's because you've been in this space and the more knowledge you gain, the brighter this flame, this light gets, right? And what is cool is that light matches the center of that pentacle. These are the synchronicities that help me get messages. It's like this new opportunity is either getting mulled over, meaning you're thinking about it, really thinking about it, or it was what you were tucked up in your shell waiting for this whole time. And then it shows up, and just like in typical like turtle fashion, you slowly come out of the shell. And then you start chatting with people. Well, guess what? Guess what I got, or guess what's happening with me, or there's that kind of energy, which I really like as well. So and then lastly, from the Romance Angel cards, guys, beautiful reading for February, my beautiful Libras, for February 2019, going into March. Going into March, it's going to feel very, very new for you. And I am seeing the chick. It could be Easter. I'm seeing Easter. Seeing Easter. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my Libras for February 2019. All right. Wow, a reconciliation. That is very well what this Three of Cups could mean. All right. And I don't want to go down this route because it's a whole other reading. That's why I didn't mention reconciliation when I saw this card originally, because it would have brought this reading down this very specific path. But this coming out at the end of the reading is indicative. Okay, I can tell you now that there's very well a chance for a reconciliation. Very well. But I'll be very honest, for a lot of my Libras, you're going to jump in feeling like, you know, it's a new start and it's going to be a wish fulfillment, and then you end it. It dies, it ends. If this is a reconciliation, I don't see it being for a very long time. Or if it is a reconciliation, something ends in order for you to accept it. This could be very well them ending something and that allowing you, and that being a wish fulfillment because it allows you to start something with them. But either way, there is a potential for a reconciliation. Forgiving and learning. This is a hand in hand with this reconciliation, okay? So this doesn't have to be romantic. If you reconcile with people from the past, people hurt you and they come forward to you, or you hurt people and you know that this has been bothering me too long, I need to move forward to them and apologize to them, do that. Because there's forgiving and there's learning involved, okay, as you release and heal. So listen, someone from your past is returning to your life, and as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So again, there's another sign that got these exact two cards, and I don't remember, but there is these exact two. So this is a karmic moment, regardless if it's romantic. It could be a sibling, it could be a best friend you had. It doesn't matter. But if there's an opportunity for forgiving and learning, take it. And then your last card, guys, release your ex. Some of you that are at this stage of your reading where you haven't yet gotten in the boat, you're still holding on tight to a situation that is causing you depression. It's like you're trying to find a better way, and it's like God is trying to show you the out. He's trying to show you where this boat is so that you can get to that rainbow. It's like you need to release, because the energy you're holding on to is dark and it's causing blockages, right? Whether it actually is an ex or not. Like I said, this reconciliation, it could be somebody leaving somebody to come towards you. And that's all good and gravy, but if they're not honest about it, it's probably because they didn't really end it and have every intention of going back. So yeah, this could even just be as simple as clearing your energy. And the best way to clear your energy, besides doing healthy shit for yourself, is leaving and moving to another space. Okay. All right. Guys, that was your February 2019. I hope you guys loved it. Please like, share, subscribe. Like I said, if you need a personal reading, email me at queencuptarot@gmail.com. All the information is below. Please continue to let your inner angels live. And I love you, each and every single one of you. So be safe, and until I see you next time. Bye.